Hey guys, my name is Anita and welcome to my spiritual channel. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button down below as well as turn your bell notifications on in order to be notified when I upload new content. Today we're talking about visualization. Specifically, I'll be sharing with you a number of different visualization techniques which you can use in order to manifest whatever you want to manifest. Visualization. I've mentioned this on this channel a number of times, but visualization is one of the most powerful techniques that you can use in order to utilize the law of attraction in your life. In fact, I don't think you can manifest anything without visualizing it in one way or another. Sometimes we purposely focus our attention on the images that we would like to attract. Other times, we allow these images to flow into our head naturally. Either way, visualization is in one way or another a component of attracting what you want. Before we get into different visualization techniques, I would like first to share with you wisdom of Joseph Murphy, the author of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. If you've not read this book, I highly recommend it. I'll link it down below. It has completely changed my understanding of the way the law of attraction operates. Joseph Murphy was one of the first people who has come out and talked about the importance of visualizing at certain times of the day. The purpose of visualization, acting as if, and affirmations or any other law of attraction techniques is to brainwash your subconscious mind, which is what actually manifests in your reality. All of these techniques are directed at convincing your subconscious mind to believe whatever you consciously want to believe. That is why the time of the day when you visualize can be important. Visualization is the most effective right when you wake up and before you go to sleep. This is so because at these moments of the day, your conscious mind is not working in its full potential. The chatter that is constantly happening inside your head throughout the day is kind of quieter, whether it be because you just woke up and your conscious mind is kind of just warming up for the day, or you're so tired that your conscious mind is not really, throwing all these thoughts towards you. Either way, it is important to use visualization at these times of the day because this is when your subconscious mind is the most susceptible to receiving new information. Another thing to know is that you can combine visualization with other law of attraction techniques, specifically affirmations. Utilize visualization and affirmations together in order to get the most result from using these law of attraction techniques. Now let's talk about a couple of visualization techniques. The first and the most popular visualization technique in our community is, of course, visualization board. If you don't know what visualization board is, it's pretty self-explanatory. Visualization board is either a physical board or an electronic board with all the images and affirmations of things that you would like to have. Visualization boards have been very popular in our community because they are effective. I really suggest you have a visualization board because when you constantly look at the visualization board, when you're constantly reminded of all the things that you would like to manifest, you manifest these things faster and more effectively. Even when you're not consciously looking at the board and kind of recognizing this and this as the things that you would like to receive, your subconscious mind notices these things. So you're basically manifesting without consciously focusing on what you would like to manifest. If you're choosing between making either an online board on Pinterest, let's say, or a physical board, I suggest you get the physical board. Pinterest board only works at the moments that you come back to it. It only works when you consciously pick the images when you look at it. Visualization board, on the other hand, is always there. You don't have to kind of consciously return to it or remind yourself to go and look at your Pinterest board. It's always there. You're constantly looking at it. It's more effective because it's always present in your reality. Next visualization method is physical visualization. This is not actually the name for it. I just came up with it myself because I couldn't call it anything else. But let me know what you think it should be called. Physical visualization is visualization through material things. I don't know how else to explain it, but to give you an example. Physical visualization is kind of like acting as if. So your physical visualization could be, having an engagement ring in order to attract engagement, or wearing some sort of clothes that you are not yet quite comfortable wearing, but you know that whatever the body that you would like to have, you're going to be comfortable wearing it. It is a way to utilize material things in your life in order to visualize the outcome that you would like to have. My friend utilized this technique in order to manifest a really expensive designer bag that she always wanted to have. She bought herself a fake designer bag that she wanted, and she wore it proudly as if it was real. Then, a couple of weeks later, her family gifted her the designer bag, the authentic bag that she always wanted. Another example that I'll be using is from my own life. When I was manifesting the first publishing contract that I ever signed, and I was like 17 or maybe 16 years old. What I did is that I printed a fake cover of my book with my name on it. It was like the New York Times bestseller title on it, and I put it on another book, like I just stapled it on top of it. I carried this book, this fake book by me, everywhere I could, just so that I'm always reminded that this is my book. Every time I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is my book, I'm really gonna get published. And only after that I attracted my publishing contract. Just a second, I think there's an emergency. I thought someone was screaming fire, but they were screaming the name of their dog that ran away, which is an emergency too, I understand, but like I freaked out for a second. I thought there was a fire in the building. The last visualization technique that has been extremely powerful in my personal life, like I don't ever visualize without this technique, is visualization playlist. I must be honest, I thought I created this technique, but apparently a bunch of people have been using it for generations. Visualization playlist is a playlist you create specifically for a certain visualization, for a certain desire that you would like to have. So for instance, you would like to be engaged to a partner. What you would do is you would create a playlist full of romantic and beautiful songs that associate with this engagement with your partner. Once you create the playlist, every single night before going to sleep, you listen to this playlist and visualize yourself getting engaged to your partner. It doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to on repeat keep visualizing the person going on one knee. You can have different scenarios as long as they all kind of add to your feeling of being engaged. Not only can you imagine the moment that your partner goes on one knee, but also you can imagine an engagement party, all the presents you're going to be receiving. You can imagine the wedding itself. You can imagine going down the aisle and seeing him or her in front of you. You can imagine whatever the hell it is you want to imagine. It doesn't have to be that very specific thing. All that visualization has to do is to add to the feeling of being engaged, of being in love, of adding to your feeling of almost getting married. You can utilize it for whatever it is you want. If you would like to be a singer, a performer, visualize yourself on stage. Have different songs in the playlist that you would like to perform one day. Have them in the exact way that you would have your concert done. You know, be real careful about it, because one day you will be real careful about it. It will be important to you. Visualize performing each and every of these songs. That's how you manifest actually being on stage and performing. I really hope you guys try out these visualization techniques, because honestly, it's not only really effective, but it's also a bunch of fun. It's like basically doing practical magic in real life. When I use visualization, I literally cry the tears of joy, because I can so energetically feel that I already have the thing that I would like to have, that it comes to me super fast. I think this is it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Namaste.